Right, everybody. So we are now live. Welcome to the new week. By the way, this is the first live stream of the right, everybody. So we are now live of the week. Welcome to the new week. By the way, this is the first live stream. So basically, right now, we're going to be doing an analysis like quickly before the market opens, and then we would see what we are trying to actually achieve today. However, actually, I already have a bias though. The NASDAQ is bullish here. It's near the all-time high already. However, there's something I'm seeing is that there's a divergence or what I can call on other pair similar indices like the S&P 500. The S&P 500 right now is trading within the 50% range of the Asian range. So there's a chance that all the imbalance that was created, you notice that there's a big imbalance. So if I go now and draw my Fibonacci, you see the big imbalance that we have of, on Monday. You notice that when market opened on Monday, there's such a big imbalance, and technically that imbalance need to be filled up. So because of that, I'm actually very much interested in selling the NASDAQ, and because I do believe that we need to fill up this imbalance, right? And guess what happened? NASDAQ started to come down, then took out the Asian low this morning, then returned back up. So there's a chance that NASDAQ maybe, first of all, wants to go up like this to take the Asian high. After taking the Asian high, then they start to go all the way down, right? So there's a chance for, and honestly, that's like, a very good setup to wait for right now. And another thing is just that from where NASDAQ is right now, they can just start going all the way down, right? So I would have loved to enter for the trade right now where the price currently is. The only thing that is stopping me right now is, and I'm going to now give you the updates on the 50k challenge, guys. So before we continue on the analysis for today, guys, I am in deep drawdown on the 50k challenge. In fact, what is remaining, what the money that's remaining on the challenge account is very small. I'm ashamed to show you. But so that's why I need to trade carefully now. On the last trading day, on 22nd of May, I had a lot of losses. I had about, how many losses is this? This is about 1%. Okay, this is 1%. Let's say 2%. Okay, I have a 2% loss. I have a 3% loss. So on 22nd of May, I had almost a 4% loss on that day, right? And I can show you here. So I had a 4% loss. You can see my trading history. I had a 1, 2, 3. No, it's a 3% loss. Okay, it's a 3% loss. I actually had a 3% loss on that day. And then the day before, I also had another 3% loss. So I've been having 3% loss back to back. That is not supposed to be so. I'm down roughly 6 to 8% on the account, which is a lot. I need to basically like make, like I basically have just $1,000 and I'm gonna blow the challenge, right? Like so. I'm trying to see if I can really revive the challenge. What happened is that I made a lot of bad trades on last week. I think this was last week, yeah. After my payouts on the 5k account, blah blah blah. I tried to trade, but I was just losing my trades and all. So, and I was revenge trading as well, and it did not end well. So I just left, delete the account, and just before I blow the challenge, so I left. Now though, I have a small plan how I can potentially recover back this account. So in fact, today I'm only going to take a trade if the Asian high is taken out over here, or at least NASDAQ come very close to the Asian high and begin to reject it. If it begins to reject it, I'm going to enter for a sell from there. The reason also is that I do think the NASDAQ we want to sell. Now there's another thing. There's a psychology number above the current market price is 30,000. You see right now NASDAQ is at 29,800 and 30,000 is very close by. Price 30,000 is like 139 pips. So there's a chance that NASDAQ may even want to get there, you know, before it sell. But also, the reason why I'm looking for sell is that there is a, you know, there is this imbalance that needs to be filled right here. You see this big imbalance candle right here that we have on the 15 minutes, this one, it needs to be filled, right? So that's why I'm thinking that looking for a sell on NASDAQ really would not be bad. And let me see my previous day highs and low. My previous day high is over here, so NASDAQ needs to maybe even, NASDAQ might even want to take the previous day high. So I'm gonna just add another line right there at the previous day high, just so that, you know, the NASDAQ may want to actually take it, previous day high. And this is the previous day low level. So there's a lot of confluence for the previous day level. And if NASDAQ really decide to go to the previous day level, oh boy, it will be really nice. Because if you should get a trade from that top and you can hold it to reach the previous day low, I think that's going to give like a lot of, you know, like a lot of profits for the account. Two things I could actually do. Number one, I could actually enter a trade right now on this level. Like, you know, let's say I want to enter 5 lots, which is the only lot I can use. Usually I use like 10 lots, 20 lots, but now I have to use like 5 lots because I'm in big drawdown. I have 2 trading attempts or 4 trading attempts left, depending on how much I'm actually risking. If I'm risking 0.5% on this trade, I'm going to be having 2 trading attempts before I blow the challenge, which I don't want to do. And the other one also is that I should potentially I'm going to use anywhere from 0.5% risk or 0.25% risk. Yeah. If I will enter right now, I will use 0.25% risk. But if I will enter after NASDAQ take the high, which I hope they do, and sometimes they may not do that, and that's like that's the funnest thing. So we have 3 minutes to the close or to the opening. So I think that's just what it is. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I think now I just need to be careful. I would love to get, you know, a sharp entry, so that means I have to stay patient as much as possible. I prefer NASDAQ taking the high before it starts to sell, rather than not taking the high and selling. So, and then later going back to take the high. So I think for now I might just wait and see if NASDAQ is going to take the high. And if I miss the trade, I miss it, no problem. I'm just gonna wait. Good afternoon, Joseph. Oh, I remember the last time you were trading your 50K accounts. Did you get another account? Yeah, I almost blew mine as well, but I still managed to have it. Anyway, I would be so happy to actually pass this same account without buying a new 50K account. So we'll see. It does seem like some bearish momentum is kicking in, but we never can tell what the market is trying to do. Oh, okay, there is already some selling momentum. Actually, there's some selling momentum already. The most important thing that I should not do is I should not now go and enter the trade when it has already started moving away. You know, that would not be nice. The best thing to do is to have entered where it makes sense. Like, you know, entering here, I'll put my stop here, which would be $500, but now I cannot enter because it has started moving. So let's see the opening, and just 1 minute to the opening. I think there's actually going to be some sort of pullback to the upside so that we can potentially get a trade. But the plan right now is to see the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ just needs to take a liquidity level. Previous day high, Asian high. I think those are like really good levels for NASDAQ to take, and then we can have a good day. If I would enter where price is, I will have to do like this, you know, put my stop here. I'll have to use like a small lot size and all. Okay, so the opening candle is going up, and that's the margin we have actually entered will have been cooked right now. The opening candle seems to be pushing to the upside. The opening, let me see the S&P 500. Okay, US30 is still selling, and the NASDAQ. So I'm gonna wait for NASDAQ to take the Asian high. I would only engage this sell if NASDAQ take the Asian high, or at least potentially, because I think that should be like the, that should be the, okay, they're selling more, but we wouldn't be able to say exactly. Okay, so the NASDAQ is actually selling already. Oh, we prefer it to get closer to the previous day high level. So that means we need to wait for the first 5 minutes candle to finish. So when the first 5 minutes candle finish, then we would so let me just wait for the price on a bigger time frame so that I don't see what 1 minute is doing. Sometimes when you look at the markets on a bigger time frame, you trade in a relaxed state of mind, like, oh, okay, you could at least see what they are potentially trying to do and all. Then you would, you make your decisions and all. So two things: it's either NASDAQ start to reject from the previous day high and the Asian high, then I can sell, or they reject from the 30,000 price point. So if NASDAQ reach the 30,000 price point, I might just sell immediately once it gets there, because there's a chance that from there it's going to, it's going to reverse. So I can't enter any trade right now then. Man, it would have been such a good trade if NASDAQ would sell from here and just sell all the way. All right. Even if I get a trade, yeah, and I put my stop loss above the 30,000, it will still be a good trade, because at least now I know that, okay, if NASDAQ should go and stop me out, then at least I put my stop loss in a perfect place. So, but we'll see. The US30 is selling more and more. The S&P 500 is also selling already. So I don't know. Should we engage, guys? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. The NASDAQ is going to this. If I want to risk $250 on this trade, and my stop loss has to be, how much could I actually make potentially? I will make a 122. I have to put my stop loss. If I put my stop here, I have to put my stop behind the Asian high. So if I use 2.5 lots, I'll actually be risking the correct amount. But if I should use the current price point, is also fine. So what I'm thinking is actually the price has actually left my interest level right now, so I think I should just hold on. Yep. The price has already left, the perfect place that I could take the trade from. So I might just wait for the first 15 minutes candle to finish, or unless there's like, a further pullback. There's a further pullback. But still, I'm going to put my stop loss somewhere. Man, the NASDAQ is already selling and selling and selling. We are missing out on NASDAQ sell trade. We are missing out. Oh my days. The NASDAQ has sell almost 60 points. Yeah, 60 points right now. 60 points is like $60 or $120, or depending on how much you're risking. Anyway, I'll prefer to take a trade from the top, and it's not happening yet, so cannot take from here. Won't be able to put the stop properly. $64. I think at some point there's going to be a pullback, and when the pullback happens, that's exactly when we can like engage the trade. The S&P 500 is already deeper into the, so they are retracing much lower. And actually that is like the signal normally, like when price is doing stuff like that, that shows that, okay, the price actually is going to start going down. Then we could have already entered, you know, the actual trade and put the stop on the high points there. But because of things like Asian high, previously high, they like to take it. So that's why I hesitated to actually enter that trade. But we're gonna see. There's still 9 minutes for the first 15 minutes candle to finish. So wherever direction it wants to go, hopefully we can join very soon. And I think so by now, I think NASDAQ just did 70 points, no? 70 points to the downside. Yep, 70 points, yeah. Oh, okay. Joseph, you haven't gotten any accounts? Oh, you're passing out parade. Oh, congratulations to you. By the way, are you trading as like is trading something you're looking to do full time, or do you have like another job that you are working? Honestly, in trading, you actually need, the best way to trade in the beginning is to have something else that gives you at least some income, so that trading, you are while you're still developing the trading skills, and while you develop the skill, you have at least something that is giving you income, so that you don't make bad decisions when you're trading. Because you know, when you're trading, like, oh, I need money now, I need money now, you know, we tend to make a lot of bad decisions and a lot of bad trades and all. But when we trade from a settled mindset, like a relaxed mindset and all, we kind of, you know, we become a better trader like that. We even take the best trades and stuff like that. So I would recommend that you you know, try to make sure you have like something that gives you like money on the side, or at least gives you money. And then trading will now be something that will overall very soon replace, because you know, my own goal also personally on this channel is that I want trading to finance a lot of projects that I want to do, right? And the way it's going to happen, I need to be very patient, right? So, and I also need to, so I do some other things on the side, you know, to have cash so that I can take care of myself and uh personal needs and stuff like that. So, and with that, you know, you would be able to trade properly. Yeah, I know, right? So you so you want to do trading full time, yes, but then you've been losing so much to the point that you don't have enough money to trade anymore. Oh boy. Yeah, it happens, man. Hojo Elijah, good afternoon. Although when I said it happens, what I actually mean is that it requires planning. And thank God that you're actually doing prop firm. So I wanted to ask that when you were doing your 50K, was that the first account? Because if you have not passed any challenge before, I would not recommend that you do a 50K. Like if you've not passed any problem challenge before, I would just advise that you start with like a 5K or a 10K, because first of all, you need to know that your trading system can pass a problem challenge. And those ones are much cheaper. Like for example, I have a 5K account. I bought that account for $11. I've made well over $500 on that account, right? So I got two payout from it, and the two payouts, I spent, let's say in naira, that was at 15,000 naira, $11, and I've withdrawn about 500K. So the risk to reward makes sense. The time to reward, it took a long time for me to pass and all, but it was because me, I was taking it very slow, because why do I want to just go and lose my money immediately? I was taking it slowly. And so I would recommend that if you have not passed any challenge before, that you should actually start with a very small prop firm account, a 5K, 10K. Those are even more cheaper. Then try to pass it correctly. When it comes to passing prop firm, the only thing I just realized is that we just need to really always take the same type of trade every time. Like I change the type of trade I take, when I have like multiple accounts I'm trading, because I just want to trade. Now I realize that that is actually not working for me. So I need to make some changes now to make sure that the trades I'm taking are always the same type of trade. And if I don't see it, I just have to wait. Like those things are there to protect my capital, you know. Oh, okay, you've passed like 15 accounts, but you haven't gotten a payout from them. Oh my days, that is crazy. So I think that maybe what I would do is that um on my Telegram, I'm gonna put my DM so you can reach out to me. We're going to do a so we can have a one-on-one call. So if you want to explain what you're doing wrong, if that's gonna help you, if you want to if you know what you're doing wrong, or you could explain to me what you are doing, the process of your trading, and then we can review what you really need to change. For me, when I started prop trading, or when I started trading in January 2023 November, I was just gambling, right? So I bought a lot of, I heard about PropFM as well. Then I was buying PropFM accounts with Funded Next. I bought about 13. Out of that 13, I always fail them. The same day I bought them, I'll fail the account because I did not understand like how to pass them or anything like that. So I failed about 13 PropFM account with Funded Next. And when that happens, I think I passed like there was one I passed probably only one that get to live account. And because the way I passed, it was just a luck passing. I passed by luck. Like I just took some random trade that was the market was going in one direction that day. I put a lot of trade, then I passed. Then they gave me the phase two. I still did the same thing and then I passed. And then I did the same thing on the live account and then I lost the live account. Then from 2023, I since I lost a lot of accounts to PropFM or Funded Next, then I stopped trading them. Then I was doing personal account on XNES. So I was just depositing money. Once I get salary from my work, then I put them straight to XNES. I was trading with XNES, I was making money, losing money, making money, losing money. I've deposited about $10,000 in total. I've withdrawn only 7,000, right? So I have like a journal that I put on my, so let me show you. I have a journal that I put all my funding history. So let me see, my funding history is here. Now my funding history, so one day I just did a calculation that since I started trading 2023, how much money have I deposited, right? So bro, you'll be shocked to see that the money that I've deposited, so I deposit to XNES. XNES, I deposited about $9,000 and I withdraw $7,000. Equity Edge, I've made a lot of money with them. I've deposited about $200. Now I've made about $700 with them. I've not updated this. Funding Peeps, I deposited about $200 with them. I didn't make any money because I bought a 50K account with equity with Funding Peeps last year. I didn't make it. I passed the phase one and I lost the phase two. We Funded Next, I bought $420 accounts. I made $0 with them because there I didn't know even how to pass. So it was even with Equity Edge, I started passing accounts like back to back. And I was taking it very slowly because I'm like, you know what, I need to take this thing slow before I start investing money. But now my goal now is to start scaling. I'm not yet scaling aggressively because I also noticed something. I'm not yet like comfortable with trading like a 100K, 200K account because the lot sizing, so I need to take it slow. I need to grow slowly instead of growing too fast. So anyway, it was 2025 last year that I started full-time trading, like trading every day. And it really helped me a lot when I started full-time trading. Then I started all this journal thing. Like all the deposits I've made since January of 2025, I recorded all the deposits and all the withdrawal. And if I lose any money, if I lose an account I deposit, I write the reason why did I lose it, then I try to make sure that the reason I lose the last account, I don't repeat it on the next account, right? So fast forward to like 2026, I have like so much more confidence in the type of trades that I'm going to be taking and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm already seeing positive results. It's very slow, but I think that's like the beginning, that's exactly how it's going to be in the beginning. Then it's not going to become so much better, so much good and all. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave my Telegram and then you can reach out and we'll set a time. then we can get together on a call. Hopefully it helps, and then you'll be able to have a plan for your trading. And yeah, you see, guys, see, the NASDAQ is going all the way up. So NASDAQ is crazy, man. So I'm gonna see what the S&P is doing. So the S&P took the low of Asian low again, and it's going high. So that means that there's a chance that the NASDAQ might take the Asian high first. So I'm still interested in selling, but I'm only going to sell once I start seeing a rejection and a 1 minute breakup structure. So thank God I didn't even jump into the sell the other time. I would have potentially lose money. The first 1 minute candle went 100 points, but it wasn't the best. So NASDAQ is about taking the Asian high right now. So if they took the Asian high, there's a chance that there will be some sort of rejection. So we might just wait for the current 15 minutes candle as well to finish closing. When it closes, then if it closes back inside the range, if this candle should take out the liquidity level and close inside the range, I'm gonna sell. I'm just going to sell, unless I want to wait for another kind of confirmation. So let's see how it goes. Oh, so by the way, in general, my deposit and withdrawal ratio, I'm only negative minus 3,000. So since 2023 to now, I've deposited 10,000. I've withdrawn 7,000. If I add up my recent withdrawal for the last 3 weeks now, it will have been maybe like 8,000 now. So that means that I need, let's say at least I need $2,000 to be break even as a trader, right? So I can be break even, and then when I'm break even, then I can start to make profit. But I do believe that I'm going to make a lot of profits this year, and I'm only going to be trading prop firm this year. I'm not going to be trading any personal accounts. The reason is because the risk to reward is good when you're trading prop firm. Imagine the 50K account challenge right now. It cost me $150, and that $150 is that's all that I will put. All right, and then I can start getting payout of like 1K, 2K, 3K, 1K, 2K, 3K, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I need to make $2,000 profit from the market for me to be overall break even and all. But my strategy is profitable, but I will not say that myself I'm like super profitable as a trader yet. So I need to be printing the money for me to be super comfortable. Anyway, by the way, I'm a software engineer, right? So I make money from softwares, and I also have like a software that's currently running, and I have customers that are using the software, right? So, and then, you know, when people sign up on my software, they use it, they subscribe every month, stuff like that. It's called People Wisher. So what it does, basically, it's many businesses and organizations wants to celebrate their customers and their birthdays and anniversaries. So they use my app to set up the automation. So it automates birthday celebrations to all their customers, and many high-end clients like a boutique, like a church, like a real estate agent, you know, they like using services like this. And then so they go to peoplewisher.com, they sign up, they set up their account, and then the software take care of everything for them automatically. So I do have like the pricing plan is actually straightforward, you know. For people in Nigeria, they pay like, if they're on the standard plan, they pay either this amount per year, 43K per year, or 200K per year, you know. But you know, if you have like a lot of customers, then you can make a lot of money, right? So, and that's the goal. All right, let's go back to trading. So right now the NASDAQ has taken the high, and actually there's something you guys should know. Anytime you see NASDAQ do something like this, where there is a rejection candle around an area of interest, and then the next candle is pushing as an engulfing candle, you want to wait until like a break of structure before you actually engage the trade to the opposite direction. Since now I'm looking for sell, but actually the market can keep buying, so I need to be careful now to be sure that if I sell, I will actually make money. And if I would sell, I need to go and sell for two reasons. Number one, the previous day high has been taken, or number two, they've reached the 30,000 psychology level, because the NASDAQ right now, there's a chance that it is actually going for the psychology level, which is at 30,000. Even though right now it looks like it's rejecting already, but I will not trust the rejection yet. I will at least wait for this current candle to close, and that's what I wanted to do initially. I wanted to sell after NASDAQ take the Asian high. Because if you sell from there, there's even more probability that the sell is going to work, you know, if NASDAQ take that. But for now, I'm just going to hold on and see what's going to happen. So in case I'm no longer on the live stream, I might take a trade, and the trade will likely be a sell. But if I don't take a trade, it's because the sell probably did not happen correctly. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to hold on and let this candle finish. Oh man, I think I'm missing out on the trade already. Like, I should have entered when it was here, and oh man, I missed out. But let's see. And because the reason why I'm still hesitating, I think that they haven't taken the previous day high. They've only taken the Asian high, and the previous day high is still above just by 2-3 pips. So that's why I'm trying to wait. Maybe they would come back to take the previous day high as well. All right, guys, let's call it a day. I think there's no signal right now, but hopefully there is one soon, and we will take the trade. Happy and safe trading, guys. And Ojo Elijah, how is your challenge going, by the way? I hope it's going fine. If you take it slow as possible, you're gonna pass, definitely. And I think let's go have amazing rest of the day. So if I do enter the trade, I'm gonna send it on the Telegram. Enjoy your day, guys, and see you on Telegram. Bye bye.